What's up, Bulldog fans? Welcome into the Bulldog Breakdown with none other than Coach Rocco. We're here after another Bulldog win, convincing 41-14 win over Franklin County, a team that came in and flexed all of its muscle. I've called this the tale of two halves, for sure. Went into halftime, really, with them having made some good plays, came out, and Bulldogs left no doubt, for sure. Homecoming win. The entire student section lit up in gold, and you guys were wearing stuff. It was a great night for football. Coach, how you feeling? It was a great day for practice. Feeling good?
Yeah, great. Big win. Franklin County is a 5A school, and anytime you can beat a much larger school, it really benefits your team and Power Points, and then just the fact that they are a very reputable team and played us tough. It was a good challenge, and I'm really proud of the guys for rising to the occasion.
Yeah. Today on the podcast, we're going to break down the Franklin County win. We're going to get the Osterbind Law Bulldog of the Week. We're going to look ahead to EC Glass. Got some changes. Hey, Bulldog Nation, you're going to want to watch because we got some changes to game time. I'm going to tell you from the front end in case you don't make it all the way there. Coach, we're going to be playing this week on Friday at 6 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, 1 hour early. There's a church event that's going on that very same evening, so we want the football crowd to be able to get in there, get parking, get down to the stadium while the church event is filling up, and then the football game will get over prior to the church event getting over, so that we're not all leaving the premises together. So hopefully it times out the way it should, and we can still have a great night of Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, so you want to make sure to get here early. Look, if you're coming straight from work, Bulldog Bites has the greatest hamburgers. Andy's out there cooking them early. A lot of good food, and then we have food trucks over here. The smoke is up in the air. It is a great place just to come eat, enjoy a game of football. It's going to be awesome, but you need to get here. And if you happen to arrive on campus and the parking is full, there is a parking garage over on the other side near Hardee's, near McAdoo's, that they're going to be running shuttles from all the way over. So make sure that you get here, get your tickets online. But hey, Coach, we've got a lot to cover, and first big thing, I'm excited for this week's Maddox Power Play of the game. So let's jump right in and check that one out.
It's time for the Maddox Power Play of the Week, brought to you by Maddox Air, Electrical and Plumbing, keeping your home running strong. Let's check out this week's big-time play. Maddox, let's get started. LCA was up just 14-7. The Bulldogs came out of halftime with purpose, a quick drive, a touchdown, and momentum on their side. But after a misfire on the point after, the lead sat just at 13. The defense held strong, forcing another stop. The offense took the field again, looking for the play that would seal it. 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 33. Mason Gunn in the backfield, calm, composed, and waiting for his moment. The handoff comes. Gunn hesitates just long enough, reading his blocks. First, Austin Tremblay, then N.J. Brooks pulling through traffic, clearing the lane like a freight train. Then, the burst. A sudden cut to the left, and Gunn is gone. 33 yards of daylight, speed, and grit all the way to the end zone. In a game built on patience, teamwork, and timing, Mason Gunn delivered the play that put it away. That's Bulldog football. That was your Maddox Power Play of the Week, brought to you by Maddox Air, Electrical, and Plumbing. When it comes to your home, Maddox says, let's get started.
All right, that was your Maddox Power Play of the game. Coach, we had a lot that we could have chosen from. There's a lot of guys that contributed. I like this one because, we're just talking that not only does Mason get the power play of the game, but really it's Mason and that offensive line. We watched him right in the middle there, follow NJ through that hole. He doesn't get through there if the line's not doing their jobs, but he really worked to get that touchdown. Talk about that touchdown, but then if you would, we were just talking about the offensive line and just the play that they had.
Yeah, the two views that you showed there was a sideline view and an end zone copy where you can really see how the down blocks, the angle blocking that our offensive line executed on the play side, and then NJ pulling through from the backside to the play side, and then Mason getting up behind NJ and kind of following his blocks. You kind of saw how that all played out. Mason did a great job of staying patient and staying up in the hole, and then once he saw green grass, boom, he turned on the jets, and that's what Mason is really skilled at, and he's become very good now at staying up in the blocks. Early in the year, he was just trying to rely totally on his speed, not running everything to the perimeter. And there's other guys that are as fast as him, and they just run them down and run them out of bounds. But now that he stays up in that block and he's more north and south, his speed becomes a little bit more effective. So really proud of him, how he's really developed over this first half of the year. And as you said, the offensive line, created a 330-yard rushing game where we had multiple backs that really did special things that night.
I don't care how good of a team you are. If a team rushes for over 300 yards against you, it's going to be hard to beat them, especially at the high school level. Let's jump into the game. I told you at the beginning, I'm calling this the tale of two halves.
Yeah.
We come out, and it was a very, very close game. We score, and then it looks like that they're going to have to punt to us, but they fake it, and we have that thing sniffed out, but. Good play on them. He gets a first down, and eventually they drive down. We tie, and then we go up 14-7. But we go in, and it's been like that with Franklin County a lot, where we go in at halftime, and it's a really close game. Tell me what you're feeling at halftime. What did you see in that first half that kept them in the game?
We didn't play as clean as I would have liked to. Like even on the fake punt, you said we lost contain, and that's something that we've really struggled with all year. But our kids came right back, and right after they scored, we came right back and scored on them, and so made it 14-7, and then got into halftime. Was able to get the troops back together again, made some adjustments, and then in the second half. We did, as you said, the tale of two halves. We came out in the second half and really got our mojo back, and better execution, and the controlling of the offensive line, the trenches really, where our offensive line was just really dominating and creating seams and holes for our running backs to be effective in the run game. So, when you can win going away by really pounding the ball, that's a good place to be.
Yeah. As we're looking at this, you said a little bit earlier that playing a team like Franklin County, a 5A school, Power Points, playoff points. Talk to me a little bit about that. I know that most people that are going to watch probably understand that a little bit, but for those that don't, 5A, 3A points, what does it mean for us to be a 3A school playing a 5A school as far as that happens? What is that?
Yeah, so without giving specific numbers and whatever, the Power Point system that the VHSL uses to determine rankings within a classification or within a region. We're in region 3C, so we're 3A classification 3, and then there's 4 different regions in the state, A, B, C, and D.
And class 3 is based on the school size,
on enrollment,
right?
Yeah.
In general.
So, and in reality, I think you know this, we're really a 2A school, but we choose to play up in the class 3 division. So by playing a class 3 school, you get so many base points by playing a 3A school. Then every game that they win, you get another additional points for every game that they win. So now if you're playing a 4A school, you get a little bit more base points. And if you play a 5A school, you get a little bit more base points, and then another point for every win that they have. So, Franklin County was 2-2 coming into the game. So they had a couple wins. They're a 5A school with a lot of power points. So it was a very big win for us, just trying to accrue points.
So now, for those that like keeping up and with this type of thing, it's good every win that they get from now on.
That's right. Yeah.
So we are big Franklin County fans.
Yeah, and anybody we play, and then really even we lost to the team in Ohio, but they've been winning.
They're like nationally ranked.
Yeah. So I
keep
mean,
going, Ironman.
For every win they get, even though we lost to them, we're still getting a point for wins that they get.
Right. you talked about mojo. We've seen teams that have come out flat after halftime, especially when some things haven't gone their way. Your guys came out sharper immediately. We said they came right out and they scored. What does that tell you about their ability, their growth, and the ability to handle that internal pressure that doesn't come from fans, but really comes from each other in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, over the years, I think we've been a really good second half team. I think our coaching staff does a great job of making adjustments, kind of recalibrating everybody back. Maybe the first half didn't go exactly the way we wanted. We could be a little bit frustrated or losing concentration. Hey guys, let's get back to the main, make the main thing the main thing. Let's focus on what was our game plan going into this? Are there some adjustments we have to make to that game plan because they're doing something that we didn't expect? And then our guys are really good at going back out and executing what it is that we've adjusted to in the second half. And typically then once you can get a big play, whether it's defensively or offense, in the beginning of that second half, the mojo gets rolling, and one good thing leads to another.
Players feed off each other when they're doing things. Speaking of players, every game has unsung guys. We talk about this weekend, and I love this conversation. Maybe a lineman who makes a key block. We talked about NJ coming through and making those. Who is someone that changes the tone in practice? Maybe in the last week or two, somebody that you've seen stepping up. That has helped push these guys to win?
Well, our spotlight player, Bodie Aronson. I mean, Bodie is constantly we're often talking about body language. Unfortunately, in today's society, whether you're an adult or you're a teenager, you can read somebody's characteristics by their body language, and we're big about being the same guy every day. You don't want to be up one day, down another day, same guy every day. And, a lot of it is reflected in body language. And Bodie is, from a leadership position on our team, he is one that is always carrying that mantle. Hey, we got to, get our body language right. We're looking down. Let's go pick it back up again. And so that's an unsung hero characteristic in him that not everybody does. And, he puts himself out there. And often, when you get somebody that just got done running, 4 gassers or whatever the case may be, and they're sucking air, and you got this senior guy getting in your face saying, come on, you're better than this. Body language, some guys don't take that real well.
Right.
And, Bodie does a great job of being respected, but then also being willing to put himself out there.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's take a look at that. We have the Osterbind Law Bulldog of the Week, and this one, we've already called it out, but let's go take a minute. Let's meet Bodie Aronson. All right, Bulldog fans, we are here with the Sideline Spotlight, the Osterbind Bulldog of the Week, Bodie Aronson. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. It's
good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah.
You had a great game.
Yes, sir. I did.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. It was a credit to our running back does a great job, but our guys up front really we put some great work in. Rushed for I want to say 330 yards. So it's a great credit to our guys up front.
Yeah, spread it around some. Obviously Jaden had a great game, but several other guys got out there. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit tonight just about football, about you, about your faith, all that. We were just saying the Lord's mercy endures forever. We're just talking about all that stuff. But let's talk about it with Bulldog Nation here a little bit. First of all, you've been part of the program for a couple years.
Sure.
What do you see different? I know I'm putting you on the spot right now. What do you see different with this team this year versus last year's state championship team?
I think a lot of people have their doubts about us, especially since we lost Gideon and Easton and James, like big key components to our team last year. And I think that a lot of the people that didn't like us as much contributed our success to Gideon, and specifically Gideon. And not anything against Gideon. He was a great guy, ran the ball really well, but I think this year is a lot more grinding out long drives because we don't have the guy that drops an 80-yard touchdown out the gate. But I think that it's really, this year is more of a testament to the coaching and the skill and the technique, even though we don't have the most amazing athletes in the district, which we do have some great athletes, but now we have to prove, hey, we are the most disciplined, the best coached, and things like that.
Yeah, I love how you said no disrespect to Gideon, because honestly, that was a blessing to have somebody where so many people had to focus in on one guy. Couldn't stop him. But yeah, there was a lot of talk. I believe there's probably a lot of hope that one's gone. LCA would come back down to earth, but so far it's you guys have been showing that you got a little muscle out there. It's good. Hey, we were talking about faith just a second ago, and God is good. And all that.
It really is,
Faith is a big part of your life. I love asking guys this: how does your faith shape the way that you play on the field?
I think it starts with language. I think, especially in a game where you can't hear everything going on, it's easy to kind of go under the table and be a not Christian on the field and being a Christian the second you step off the field. And so I think a lot of it is, hey, even though it's an aggressive, nasty game between the whistles, make sure to always remember to keep your testimony.
Yeah, it's a big difference, that run out and kneel down on the sideline. It's a beautiful demonstration of praying before the game and being out there under a pile, scrapping for a ball, doing that kind of thing. It really it does that. Coach, Bodie's been here a couple years. Talk a little bit about what he has added to the team overall. Like, what does his presence mean on this Bulldog squad?
Bodie's a tremendous leader on this team. As a senior this year, he's a member of our leadership committee and very, very open and vocal in a lot of our meetings. He's always got good insight, and I respect his opinions greatly. Just like all of our guys come from really great families. Roman, his younger brother, is also on the team, so it's a real family affair, and we really feel like the Aronsons are really role model, student athletes in our school, on our team, and then their family, are just like you'd want every family to be, very supportive and raise their kids in a certain way, So
I had an amazing father and mother.
Yeah. And so when he refers to the discipline and whatever that our coaching staff and our program bring to him, he's kind of trained in that way anyway, because he comes from a family that does demand and have expectations and so forth. So it's fun to have those kind of guys.
Yeah. Bodie, not everybody gets to play football with their brother on a team. Tell me about your relationship with Roman, and what's it like to see him out there playing ball?
It's wild. Growing up, we've always shared a room together. We're the closest in age out of my brothers, so I'm one of 6.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of us, but we're the closest out of all of us, and it's been super cool because it'd be like in every other year where we'd be on different teams, we'd be on the same team, and so coming to the same team where we're in like the young man kind of phase, and we both are like, we're active and after it. It's amazing because you have a best friend he'll be brutally honest with you, and he's going to push you harder than anybody else that you know. And so it's been a wild ride, and I'm very happy I got to do it with him.
So let's put you in a little of a coaching aspect here. Tell me about Roman's play. What are his strengths, and if you had to tell him one thing to get better on before EC Glass, what would you do?
I'd say his strengths are he plays free. When you watch him, he leads the team in tackles every game by a solid number. I believe his total right now is 43, 44. In 4 games, it's very impressive. Things I say to him is just don't let, because sometimes the negativity can get to him. Just go out there and just play. Don't let anybody else tell you what you're thinking. Respect the coaches and listen to their insight, but don't let anybody else chop you off your pedestal.
Yeah, that's awesome. I kind of asked you, I said, what is something that you'd like to share, and I kind of want you to do that here with Bulldog Nation. If you could leave a message for underclassmen, you're about to step out, a bunch of people about to come in. What would you tell the guys that maybe want to come play here, or the guys that are going to step up and lead next year? What would be a message that you would leave behind that's important for these guys to know?
If you're looking for comfort, then this is not the place to be. I believe Charlie Kirk said, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said something along the lines of, if you seek comfort, you will find misery, and if you seek uncomfort, you will find happiness. And I think that it's a great testament to our program here. It's not fun, and it's not for everybody. If you're seeking a nice, stroll around the park, hey, I get to put on the jersey and pads, this is not the place to be. But if you're looking for it, leadership is always going to be the harder option, and it will be best in the long run.
That's awesome. Hey man, we're looking forward to watching you play against EC Glass this week. Final question: we're moving the game up an hour. It's gonna be 6 o'clock. Mean anything to you, or just don't matter when it is?
Nope, I'm ready to go. I'll be ready to go. I'm ready now to go play, man. I'd be stepping out right now, ready to go.
Yeah. Bodie, thanks for hanging out with us. Go Dogs. We'll see you Friday.
Yeah.
All right, the Osterbind Law Bulldog of the Week, Bodie Aronson. Speaking of Osterbind Law, I've got Bible study tomorrow. I'm at Brandon Osterbind's table.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll be there too. My table's right
we're right across from each other. It's an awesome thing to be a part of. Osterbind is great. He loves the sports. Kids are involved. Great stuff. Coach, we have got EC Glass coming up this week. Crosstown rivalry. I don't know if they call us a rival. I know they play us really hard, and they've had some adversity this year. And it's really kind of unusual to see, and so they're coming in. I think they're 2-3 coming in. They went and beat Salem at the beginning of the year. They've lost several, and then they came back and they beat Liberty and Bedford. Let's talk about this game. As we said, kickoff's at 6 o'clock. We want to make sure, we're going to say that a bunch. We want to remind you that that's going to be going on. But they've struggled early this season, but still, they're going to come in and give us everything that they've got. This is a local rivalry, one that they definitely want to win. They're in a place where they need to win this game. They're going to come ready to play. This kind of rivalry should bring out the best in both sides. It should. What are your thoughts heading into this game? What are some things about EC Glass that stand out to you that they do well, that our fans can be on the lookout for this team coming in?
Well, first of all, they are a large school, like we said. So with that, they've got a lot of numbers, and so they'll rotate in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 linemen on the front. They'll utilize 6 or 7 receivers, all skilled, athletic, fast guys. They have 2 quarterbacks that play. They have multiple running backs. So they just keep rolling through the hot hand, and they got a lot of athletes. Where it is going to be a tough thing for us to contend. I mean, we obviously don't have the same depth, and so while they're rolling a first group, a second group, and a third group in, I mean, it's like, our 11 guys are out there, and they keep battling. So, I mean, that is something that will cause us, some stress for sure. Coached very well. The system utilizes their athletes by spreading the ball out, using space. Quarterback gets the ball out to their skill guys. Defensively, again, they're fast, they're tough. And like you said, they've gone through a little adversity. I think they've had a couple injuries. They played Heritage in their big rivalry game and lost pretty handily, but I think they were very short-handed that game. So
they were close with Patrick Henry, I think.
Yeah, they played Patrick Henry very close. GW Danville really close.
Good teams.
All good teams.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're battle tested, and we're going to have to be at our best to beat them.
So I guess that begs the question then. How do you help high school young men not look at a record, not look at a team that's got a losing record coming in here and feel like we have the upper hand immediately? How do you help them understand that from the first snap we're going to have to be on our game?
Yeah, I mean, watching them on film and seeing the athleticism that they have, and then just knowing, man, day in and day out at practice. I mean, we're far from being a finished product, and constantly making mistakes and repeating the same mistakes over and over. So I don't know how you can go through practice day by day by day and see that we're really not what we need to be, and then look on video of a team that has got skill and athletes all over the place. I mean, just common sense says that, you know what, we better show up and be at our best to be able to compete against a team like this. Because if we don't, and if we don't clean up some of the mistakes, they've got the firepower to be able to beat you like that.
Yeah. So, kind of last thought going into this game, what is it that you would hope to establish early in this game in order to really take control, take any kind of hope away from them?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a cliche, but just winning the trenches. You know, I think as we become better and better as our own offensive production, it's going to come from up front. And if we can continue to dominate like JF, we won that game going away by just controlling the line. The other night in the second half against Franklin County, we took over the second half by just pounding them up front. And if we can do the same thing against EC Glass, hopefully quicker in the game, right out of the gate, I think that would lead to good things for us if we can do that.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, game is on Friday, 6 o'clock. Does that change? You are a man that I've known. I mean, it is like clockwork. This guy, we walked over here. We filmed this in the evening, and he wants to be in the seat at 6:15. He was here at 6:18, and that was.
Yeah, that made me a little. I was twitching a little bit.
I'm sitting here saying I'm fine, but that's how you work, and that teaches these boys something.
Right.
For you having a game at 6 instead of at 7, how does that change your routine?
Yeah, I mean, sports in general, playing at a level of, college, pro, high level, high school, we're creatures of habit, and so you're forming good habits. So whenever you get out of those habits a little bit, it can throw you off. So we've already gone through our weekly schedule with our guys earlier today on Monday, so that they have heard it and they will continue to hear it for the next 4 days, what the schedule looks like. So when they get to Friday and say, oh, we're playing at 6, oh, we got to move this portion of the routine up an hour or whatever, that we're already on top of that, So we've already pre-planned how we're going to make some adjustments in the schedule and presented that to the kids today.
Yeah. Wow. Well, make sure that you're here. Make sure that you park where you need to park. Get here early before that parking lot fills up. Get your tickets on GoFan. We say this every week.
Right.
I talked to Paul Redgate. He was just saying how more and more people are doing that, skipping the line. The line is going to get long, I promise you. And so it's nice to have that on your phones. So be out here. 6 o'clock is game time. Coach, before we're done, a little Ask Coach Rocco stuff.
Let's do it.
These little bit of football, but a little bit of fun. I like this football question. It's really kind of an insightful one. In a game that's constantly evolving, spread offenses, RPOs, analytics, what's one old school principle, you Penn State guy, that you still believe wins football games every single time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, looking out over the 20 years that I've been here at LCA, I mean, there are 20 years of pretty similar formula, in how we do what we do. I mean, it's been tweaked a little bit, just like you said, from the evolution of the game.
Right.
We've added a little this, took a little of this out, but there is a formula, and it's like in Remember the Titans, where it says it's like Novocaine. You just keep executing the formula, and then good things come out at the back end of it. And so there's been some tweaking, but for 20 years we've been kind of doing the same thing and in preparing these young men and using the program and football as a tool to help these young men grow in their Christian walk, and it's what we filter everything that we do through.
Yeah, it's a system. There's a
system.
A few rings that have been hung on that system, and we're working towards another. We won't talk about. I can talk about it. I'm out of it. Hey, a couple fun ones. Is it acceptable to put ketchup on steak?
Absolutely, I do it.
Do you really?
So that's why it's acceptable. Yeah. I'm a ketchup guy. I'm from Pittsburgh. The Heinz company
Heinz.
is right. It was 6 miles from my house, right there,
That's what I
right down Route 28.
I don't know if that question came because they knew you're from there.
No, but I am a ketchup guy on most things. I'll do a little bit of A1 dabbled in with ketchup and mix it up, but I'm a ketchup guy.
For me, it depends on who makes the steak and how they season it.
Yeah, true.
I'll take one bite so that I can say compliments to the chef.
Yeah.
But I love A1.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I love A1. Heinz 57, pretty good one there too. And finally, the last not trivia. This is just a question. What you talked about gassers earlier. Would you rather run gassers with the team or sit through a 4-hour rules meeting? I just watched them run here, and that did not look
Honestly,
pleasant.
I don't know, at my age right now, I don't know if I can run gassers, to be honest with you. I mean, if it's a treadmill and it was equal to what a gasser is and I do it on a treadmill, maybe. But I sure as heck don't want to sit through 4-hour rules meetings.
Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy. Hey, Coach, great time, great. Looking forward to this weekend, this Friday. A lot of preparation between now and then.
We need it.
But it's fun just watching the guys, hearing them talk. I think they're excited about it.
Yeah.
Anything before we go you want to remind these?
No, I just
Bulldog Nation
I want to thank Bulldog Nation because the first 2 home games of the year have been as good a crowds as we
It's
have
been
had.
incredible, and not just there,
and then
staying.
Yeah, and staying till the end, and then even the JF game over at JF
Right.
really had a great following. I think our student section has been tremendous. We're going to honor our teachers here on this Friday night. It's going to be Teacher Appreciation Night, so I really ask Bulldog Nation to come out and support honoring the teachers that really support our athletic programs. So please come on out. It really means a lot to the kids and to our program to have the support that you give us.
One thing I'll say, Bulldog Nation, it's been so cool. I've taken pictures in the fourth quarter of both of these home games, and it's been really neat because we've been winning in those games, and the place has been full.
Yeah.
I will say this. On third down, y'all got to get loud. You got to get loud. Every third down, I've heard some of the cowbells, some of the things, but the boys love that.
That's right.
You've seen them. They've enjoyed that. But I have said that Dog Pound, our student section, has been phenomenal this year. You guys are great. So keep it up. Invite somebody to come. We got a jet flying over us. It's been a crazy night, but it's going to be an awesome 6 o'clock. Be here. You don't want to miss it. Coach, thanks for doing this. We said this is our 32nd episode of the Bulldog Breakdown. Who knew that it would go this long and good, but I've enjoyed every moment of it. We're looking forward to many more. We're going to go get ready for EC Glass. Anything else?
No, thank you. Go
All right,
Bulldogs.
go Dogs.